it's pretty cool to see the story, the redemption story with Sam Darnold going from a quarterback drafted highly in the draft, not playing well at all, with a bad franchise, bouncing around. He was in a couple different spots, learning under good offensive head coaches, both in Minnesota, San Francisco, various places, right? He then gets his chance last year in Minneapolis with the Vikings. And in Minnesota, he was a good quarterback. But people kind of looked at it and said, hey, look at that defense. Defense is really good, kind of fluky. And in the playoffs, Sam fell apart. So he's on his way to Seattle, pairs up with Clint Kubiak, and Sam Darnold had a chance to kind of redeem himself and prove it again. Mm-hmm. Wins 14 games, and I get it. I'm not trying to sell you something that's not there. Sam Darnold wasn't the reason the Seahawks won 14 games. He was our reason to why they were a good football team. The defense is the reason they're so great and the main reason why they won the Super Bowl. But Sam Darnold improved, and in the NFC Championship game, he had the game of his life.
Yeah, he was the reason they won that game.
He was awesome in the NFC Championship game. So Sam Darnold has now on the mantle a championship ring.
Yeah.
He is a champion, and he was a big part of the Seattle team that won the Super Bowl on Sunday. And when we look around the NFL, I think sitting here today, what's kind of cool to look forward to for next season is you kind of wonder, who could be the next guy? Number one pick, who's expected to accomplish great things in the NFL, and they haven't quite gotten to that point. There is one name specifically that I think could do what Sam just did, and that one name is Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray, uber talented coming into the NFL. It just hasn't worked.
Yeah.
Because we can go through a whole list of players who have kind of had some various levels of success. Kyler really hasn't had too much success. The Cardinals have been bad essentially for the entire time of his career in Arizona. New head coach, new situation, whether or not Kyler's going to be there long term. Is he a name that gets moved in the offseason? Is he one of those guys that, there's various teams looking for quarterbacks. Does Minnesota take a run at a Kyler Murray? Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Teams like there are teams out there that want to win, and if you insert Kyler Murray, they immediately could be Super Bowl contending teams. And so to me, it's Kyler. I think Kyler Murray is the one guy that you could say has not lived up to the hype coming into the NFL, who could find his way to a good situation eventually and have the success that Sam Darnold has had in this past season.
Yeah, I think that when you look at Kyler Murray, he is a guy that the Cardinals have won because of. He runs around, he makes wild plays, he can use his legs, he runs like a little, like mini Mario back there when he runs. That's what he looks like when he's running back there.
You're right, small Mario when he's running, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The problem is his teams just haven't been good. And the problem with Kyler Murray is that the knock on him has always been the want. The knock has always been the desire to play and to learn and to work and the effort. And the perception is the Call of Duty and all of that is out there. And look, whether it's true or not, perception is reality. And he can change, and you can always go out there and find a different coach, which they have this year. But also, the last time this job was open, it was also the last job that was filled. And that says something about your franchise. And when your franchise is the last job filled 2 cycles in a row, that says something about you.
And it says something about the quarterback.
Exactly. And and this is not the year.
Like, think about why Buffalo's job was filled so quickly, right? Like, think about the Ravens.
Yeah.
Why those jobs were filled quickly.
Yeah.
Because Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are the quarterbacks of the team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kyler falls into the category of guys that you have to question whether or not they want it.
Yeah.
And that happens, and it's fair to question it sometimes, especially with what Kyler has kind of the lack of attention to detail with some of this stuff, the aloofness. But if you show up and you prove it, that makes all that go away. And I think Kyler Murray, you can compare directly to the perception that people had about Caleb Williams coming into the NFL.
Yeah.
They both were kind of viewed in the same light. The difference is the moment Caleb Williams entered an NFL building, he became a leader of the team, He also has, I think, squashed all of those concerns that people had going from college to the NFL to the type of character he has as a player. He's a dude that wants to be great, and he wants to be one of the best in football, and he works at it.
Yeah.
Whether or not Kyler is doing that, I don't know, because each offseason there's a new story that comes out whether or not he's paying enough attention to football. And I would say the same goes for Lamar Jackson. There's been conversations about him being available for the organization in the offseason and participating like a true franchise quarterback should be. And that's where it's up to the player. It's up to Kyler, it's up to Lamar to kind of take care of themselves and to be ready to lead a team into a season.
Now, right now, they're kind of stuck with Kyler Murray because what do they do with his contract? What do they do as far as the quarterback market goes? And also, right now, it's a one-quarterback draft. Now, there's also something going on with Trinidad Chambliss. There's court cases. He lost his appeal. There's going to be another court case, all this, whatever. As of right now, it's Fernando Mendoza and nobody else. You could have Trinidad Chambliss enter the draft, but the Jets don't have a quarterback, and they're second in the draft ahead of the Cardinals. And if you have another quarterback, the Jets are going to take him because their quarterback right now is Brady Cook, Hendon Hooker, Tyrod Taylor, and Bailey Zappi. Those are their quarterbacks right now. So if there's another quarterback, sorry, Cardinals, you have the third pick. The Jets are going to take the second quarterback. So they're stuck there too. So right now it seems like they're kind of stuck with Kyler Murray as their quarterback. So I just don't think that he has the chance this year, and that's mostly a knock on the Cardinals and not on him. He could certainly be that guy. I just don't think it's going to be with the Cardinals, and it's because their division is so good. I don't think they have a chance to turn it around in 1 year. This is not a worst to first situation. You're not going worst to first in the NFC West. You're just not, because you're going to get 3 playoff teams out of that division, and the Cardinals are going to be stuck at 4 or 5 wins. They only won 3 games this year. I don't see that much improvement this year with a new head coach. I just don't think you're going to be able to come in and do that much of a turnaround. Maybe 1 or 2, and you can get to 5 wins, but I just don't think you're going to do that much, no matter how much of an improvement or buy-in Kyler Murray has. So unless he goes to a different team maybe after this coming season and they do something at quarterback, then you can find a replacement there. But unless they trade him this offseason and he goes to a different team and he goes to Pittsburgh, or he goes to, if Miami moves on from Tua and he goes to Miami or something like that, then I could say, I agree with you. He's the guy.
Well, okay, so this is my thought process. Bleck Abdalla here on Westwood One Sports. If you want to join the conversation, you can call us at 310-840-4910. Who's the veteran quarterback that was drafted highly, who hasn't had success, who will have success like Sam Darnold? And I think that's where I don't even list Baker Mayfield in this conversation because Baker is better than Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Now, Darnold has a championship. Baker Mayfield's a better quarterback.
Yeah.
We all know that. And I would say the same for Jared Goff. Jared Goff drafted highly with one team, sent to another team. Mm-hmm. He's had a lot of success.
He has.
Jared Goff is better than Sam Darnold. So I think Baker and Goff, they don't really enter this conversation. We're talking about guys like Mac Jones, who's a backup. We're talking about Daniel Jones, who's bounced around. He had success this past season with the Colts, but
till he got hurt.
He got hurt. So maybe Daniel Jones is an option for some people.
Okay.
You mentioned Tua Tagovailoa. He's someone that certainly had the hype. He was great in college. It has not materialized with the Dolphins, and he takes too many big hits. So I could see that being a part of the conversation. Kyler Murray, Anthony Richardson. He was benched, and then he got hurt in a freak accident before the game where an elastic band snapped back and hit him in the eye, which to watch that video was nasty. Like that's like every person that goes to a gym who's using those stretch bands. Like, that's my worst nightmare. You go to use a stretch band and then it snaps and hits you right in the face.
It's also something that would happen to me on like January 1st where it's like, new year, new me.
Here we go.
And
I'm in the gym. Let's go.
Let's go.
And then you're done. And then Deshaun Watson's on the list, but I don't think anyone's looking for a redemption tour for Deshaun Watson.
No, he can stay where